Howdy y'all, Jackson here with Ictric Studios, and welcome back to another episode of Outside the Hash. We do have one co-host today.
Hello,
Yes,
it's me, Kyle.
we have
Yep.
Kyle. Are you ready to get started, Kyle?
Yep. Let's get started.
Alright, let me share my screen to you so you can see. I don't have any of the video stuff because nobody actually watches this and it's a lot of work for nothing. If we ever get to 10 concurrent viewers, I'll bring it back. Alright.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
Yep. Starting off, AAL2. I'm just going to show you for the thing. So, the Steel City Stampede beat the Maryland War Eagles 24-2. Is that scoregami? Who knows? I should probably get that scoregami set up for all these leagues.
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny. The Georgia Indians smoked the Tri-City River Gators 60-18. Jersey Bearcats beat the Michigan Avengers 50-12. The New Jersey Roughnecks beat the Pittsburgh Outlaws 47-18. The Mississippi Wolfpack beat the Peach State Cats 33-28. And then over in the NorCal 8-man, only one game played. The Valley Savages smoked the Cali Gold 54-0. So, they changed the games on me again, because I guess another team dropped out. Because I guess the Ohio League don't exist anymore. So, I was ill prepared for the pick'em. So I had picked games that didn't happen. But, since you guys wanted the favorites, you guys got, everybody went perfect. So, shout out. Carolina Predators versus Tri-City River Gators.
Give me the Predators.
These teams suck.
Yeah.
I'll go home team. The Predators are the official minor league of your Carolina Cobras. New Jersey Roughnecks, Jersey Bearcats. I'm going Jersey because Jersey's pretty much the best.
Yeah, give me Bearcats.
Alt league teams. Michigan Avengers versus Pittsburgh Outlaws. I'm going Avengers.
Ooh.
Pittsburgh had a good winter.
Yeah, give me Avengers.
Winter, but they've been bad in the fall or in the spring.
Spring.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maryland War Eagles versus the Steel City Stampede. Yeah, I'm gonna go Steel City.
Give me War Eagles. Probably not going to end well, but still.
Georgia Indians versus Mississippi Wolfpack. I'm going Georgia.
Yeah, give me Georgia.
And then I don't know if either of these games are happening in the NorCal because they have not been good at showing whether or not games are happening. Cali Gold versus Valley Jets. Both these teams suck. I think the Valley Jets are the worst SRS in all of.
Yeah, give me Cali Gold.
And then the Visasola Sharks versus home against the Valley Savages. I'll go Sharks.
Yeah, give me Sharks. Imagine being 4-0 with the -9 SRS. That's insane.
Everybody in that because Cali, it's all because Cali got absolutely smoked by Las Vegas.
Oh, fair.
And Las Vegas got smoked by whoever they played. And they're probably about to get smoked by Idaho next week. So I can only expect these SRSs are going to get lower in the NorCal 8-man league. Alright. So anyways, standings, Jersey top in East, Michigan top in the North, and Georgia top in the South. I don't know if those are going to get rearranged because both teams that have dropped out were both in the North. NorCal hasn't changed. And Peach State's alone by themselves in their own league. So, on to the AIF. The Coralville Chaos. They beat the Ohio Blitz 48-6 in a game that changed opponents like 2 days before the game happened. And with that win, since they beat Cedar Rapids last week, the championship is set. West Michigan versus Coralville in 2 weeks on May 3rd. So, Kyle, you're gonna lock up your first championship in any of these leagues this year.
More than likely, hopefully, unless something really bad
Something would have
happens.
to, yeah. Alex Carter would have to like die. Which,
Yeah.
to be fair, somebody already died in this league once. It was the Corvo center died before the season started. R.I.P. to him. All right, so we got to pick the championship game. I guess we can wait until next week, unless you want to pick it now.
I mean, I could pick it now. Give me West
Well, you
Michigan.
got to pick the score. That's the.
Here, give me a second.
Last time they played, it was 62-14. And the time last time they played
52
it,
to 14. I was gonna say like 48 to 14.
and then the
But
last
yeah,
time
give
they
me 48-14.
did 48-14. 38-14. What? Okay. Oops, I put that in mine. 48-14 for Kyle. All right. I'm gonna go 34-13. And then we'll see what Nate picks next week.
Yep.
All right. On to Major League Rugby. Are you wanting to do your game first?
Yeah, I can. All right. So this is MLR.
Yep. Major League Rugby Union.
Yep. All right. So, I picked for my game this week. I'm taking Miami Sharks. Win over the Old Glory DC. Sharks won 37-35. Probably the upset. What do you call it? Upset of the week, or probably something AFL?
Yeah, the Richmond one was definitely the biggest upset.
Yeah.
But this is the
Yeah,
biggest
but
upset
for this league,
Major
this
League
one's
Rugby. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a very big upset. So 82-minute runtime. 15 points by Shane O'Leary. Both games had so 5 tries for Glory, 4 for the Sharks. Pretty much even possession, quite literally even territory. So Sharks played very well today, compared to what could have been the other day. Carrying meters 391 to 417. Conversions, Old Glory converted 5, Sharks converted 3. Sharks had 3 penalty goals. And where is it? Sorry, I was looking for something else. But yeah, very good game for the Sharks. Unavailable. Yeah, no, I don't think there's too much else to say on this game.
Okie dokie. Yep. Over to my game. I did my Chicago Hounds losing to the Seattle Seawolves, ripped to me. So 28-22. So Rod Iona was the points leader with 13 points. Games played mostly in Chicago territory. They also mostly had possession. It's just they came up short on penalty goals was their big difference. Because they both missed a try and they both had the same. Well, they both missed a conversion. They both had the same amount of tries. It was all penalty goals that made the difference. So you can't say that they necessarily played awful. It's just they got the short end of the stick, basically. Can't win them all, you know?
Yep.
Like the stuff was mostly dominated by Seattle. Standings wise, New England at the top now. They pass Chicago with points because their losses were closer. So New England top of the East, Houston top of the West. The other scores from around the league were New England smoking Anthem 26-6. Houston beating NOLA in a low-scoring game, and then Utah coming out on top over San Diego in an upset. So good for them there. Utah is the highest SRS, by the way. Now I think they might have still been. It's
Nice.
actually a pretty decent gap. So this game is ongoing right now. Seattle's winning. So the Seattle anthem.
Give me Seattle.
Seattle.
I feel like that would have been a given there almost.
Yeah. And there was a game yesterday. So New England beat LA 23-21. So Houston Old Glory.
Give me Sabercats.
Yeah, I'll probably go Houston. Chicago, Utah. Utah beat Chicago earlier. So
let's go.
I'll probably stick Utah right now because it's at Utah.
Yeah, if it's at Utah, give. Yeah, give me Utah.
Man, they got guys playing 2 games in a week. Rip.
Yeah, that's brutal.
San Diego Rugby LA. I'm gonna go San Diego because they just imagine losing 2 rugby games in the same week.
Yeah, give me San Diego. I feel like they're gonna be pretty tired.
Seattle versus NOLA
Um,
in a battle of kind of mid.
Yeah, kind of mid. I can see the Seawolves losing, but give me the Seawolves.
It's in New Orleans, so I'll go New Orleans.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Sharks.
Yeah, give me the Sharks. They're riding that high.
Yeah. Against Anthem.
Actually, give me Anthem.
You want Anthem?
Yeah.
You believe in
if
Anthem?
They're gonna ever get
Carolina.
that win, if they're ever gonna get that win, it has to be this week. I think Nate's gonna agree with me on that one.
Well, we will see. All right, on to NAL.
All right. So for my NAL game, I took the Colorado Spartans, beating the Idaho Horsemen narrowly, 49-0.
Close game.
Yeah, Horsemen. Caleb Lowe was 5 for 16 with an interception for 39 yards, averaging 8 yards per completion, it looks like, and no touchdowns, 4 sacks, 31 yards lost. Sanders.
I doubt that's accurate on the sack number because I don't think this guy got sacked 12 times.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. Well, 12 for 7 yards lost is it might not be accurate. Yeah, you're right. There might be it might be 1 or 2 and they just like fat fingered it. I don't believe it's 12. I didn't see the game, but I do not believe they would leave him in if it was 12 sacks. Yeah, but 3 for 14, 4 interceptions. Jesus. 12 total yards, averaging 4 yards a completion.
Nope, not great.
So not the best passing performance. Let's look at their rushing performance.
Pretty sure that both teams sucked at passing in this game. It's like they're playing in a hurricane indoors.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this game was not good. No touchdowns, obviously. 1 fumble by the quarterback. Not many attempts for probably sub 20 yards. Once you average everything out. Yeah, sub 20. Spartans, let's go to their passing. Rosario.
He was he's the wide receiver. He's not a running back.
But... Yeah. 1 for 4 still with 1 interception, no touchdowns, no sacks. Trotman was 6 for 9. Nice.
No, 6 for 15.
Yeah. I mean, he was accurate. He was thrown at 2 people, 2 interceptions for 15 yards. Yeah, really not a passing game.
6 for 15 for 91 yards, Kyle. Learn how to read.
Oh, 91. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. 6 for 15 for 91 yards, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. really helps if I don't like how this is laid out, but yeah, I
It's
misread
not
it.
on the game sheet, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah. Rushing. It is impressive how little actually happened in this game for it to be 49-0.
yeah, it was a really sad game.
It is a special teams game. Speaking of special teams games, let's go to returning. 2 returns for 25 yards, averaging 12. No kick return touchdowns for the Spartans. I don't think I need to look at Idaho's.
Maybe all 4 of those interceptions were touchdowns, or
Maybe.
all 5 of them, or whatever.
Realistically. Yeah, wait, let's go defense.
Oh yeah, there's 2 at least.
Yep, there's 2. Yep, there's 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 total interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Nice. Nice. That's impressive. Forced fumbles. No
Idaho needs
fumbles
Austin
recovered though,
Schaefer
but 2
back
forced
so
fumbles.
mad.
Yep. But yeah, kind
miss
of
my
a
boy.
not great game. Not great game. But I don't understand how, but sometimes the score just ends up 49-0 when no one did shit the entire game.
Yep, they're the second team to go scoreless in indoor in a major league after the Carolina Cobras did it.
Would we call this a major league?
The NAL, yeah,
Okay.
it's a major league indoor. I mean, they're not a IFL level, but they're the same level as AF1. Other scores from around the league. I guess I'll do my game first. The Beaumont Renegades beat Columbus 44-37. Carl Rogers for Beaumont, pretty good. 12 of 17, 126, touchdown, no picks, but he also ran for 70 yards and a touchdown. They also got a couple other rushing touchdowns from the rest of their team. Eric Young, Julian Singleton with 2, and Joshua Neal with 1. For Columbus, Marcus Brooks under 50% completion percentage, but he didn't have any turnovers this week. 12 of 25, 125, 2 touchdowns. But the receiving core is pretty held in check. Demetrio Ewing only had 1 catch. Forstrom only had 3 for 20, and Trevor Goodwin also only had 3 for 20, but he did have a touchdown.
Nice.
So, other scores from around the league, I guess I will go to this, was Omaha Beef coming out on top against Sioux City 24-17, and then the Wheeling Miners just absolutely smoking the Carolina Cobras, who may or may not be going defunct, depending on whether or not you believe reporting. So Lorenzo Brown played good for Omaha. Grant Russell played well for Wheeling there. Beaumont leads the American. Omaha leads the National. SRSs are very inflated because they're in the mega pool with the AIF and the fun leagues because they have crossover games. So you could just see how much, despite the fact some of these teams are absolute trash in this league, you can still see how much better they are than the other leagues, other than Western Michigan, which is a good team. Somehow Idaho had a better SRS than Colorado, so that's why you guys picked Idaho. So that's how you guys whiffed on that one. That's what you get for not showing up.
Yep. It's an impressive whiff.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Minus 49. Columbus, Colorado.
Give me Colorado here.
Colorado. I'm gonna believe in my boys, even though I probably shouldn't. Alright, I'm gonna go Idaho.
I don't trust in Idaho. Give me the
You believe in Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you can't be that bad, Carolina, right? Carolina versus Shreveport.
Give me Carolina here. I trust in them.
Okay. Beaumont, Sioux City. I'm going Beaumont.
Give me Beaumont.
Yep. I guess we go to stats. Leaguers. Grant Russell leading the league in passing. Andre Prohax leading the league in rushing. That makes sense. Kyler Hansen leading the receiving, despite the fact he had no receiving yards this week because he had no quarterbacks. So yeah, all right. On to AF1.
All right. I got it up. So I took the Nashville Cats taking on the Washington Wolfpack. The Nashville Cats won 68-20. This game close for the first half, and then a near complete shutout in the second, with the Cats scoring 49 points in the second half to the Wolfpack 6. Some team stats. Let's go to them. So we'll start with the Cats. So Kolka went 15 for 25, 60% for 181 yards with 5 touchdown passes with a long of 45. Oliver went 2 for 2 for 44 yards, a long of 36 with 1 touchdown pass. So good by the backup there. But
In garbage
Kolka,
time, probably.
Yeah, probably garbage time. Kolka also had a great performance. Rushing wise, anything to really highlight? Robert Jones Jr., wide receiver, 3 attempts for 28 yards. No touchdowns. Then Carlton Brown, the fullback, 2 attempts for 28 yards, long of 13. So literally a 13 and a 10-yard run, each for touchdowns. So great performance by them.
Just picking on Washington, you monsters.
Yep. So
this time the Cats
Crouch,
beat the Dogs.
Ed Crouch Jr., 13 for 34, not that great. 2 interceptions, 143 yards, 3 touchdown passes.
2 picks, though. Womp womp.
Yeah, 2 picks. So not a great completion percentage, especially for that touchdown to interception ratio. But it seems he had an awful second half. Let's check on their rushing.
He didn't even have rushing yards, and he usually has rushing yards.
Yeah, 9 attempts for -1 yards with a long of 7. Wow, that means it was brutal.
Yeah, he got sacked a lot.
Yeah. Yep. No rushing touchdowns there. Let's see. Kicking. Missed their field goal attempt. Good on both of their extra points. Cats were no field goals. 5 for 8 on their PATs. That could have been higher.
Gunner Reborn, that is a good name.
Yep. All right, sweet.
Alrighty, Arena Football 1. For my game, I had the rematch of the championship. There was also a rematch of last week, where the Albany Firebirds absolutely smoked the Billing Outlaws 39-7. So, Danny Southwick sighting. But Brandon Wynn goal, 13 of 20, 89 yards, touchdown. Looks like he must have got hurt because Southwick came in with 2 for 8 for 24 yards and interception. So, rough. He also had 1 rushing yard. So, rough offensive performance by Billings that only amounted to 1 score.
Yep.
Missed 2 field goals. Over for Albany. Sam Castronova proving to be the best quarterback in indoor football. 16-24, 4 touchdowns, 152. He also had 15 rushing yards, so good showing by Castronova. Dwayne Brown, 6 catches, 104 yards, 2 touchdowns. So good showing for Dwayne Brown as well. So 5 for 5 and a deuce for their kicker. Scores around the league were Salina got their first win of the season, 47-32. They finally have a new quarterback. They brought in Rakeem Cato. So when you're not turning the little ball 5 times a game, you can actually win. So good for Selena. And then Southwest Kansas got an upset win over Corpus Christi with, I believe, a pick 6 at the end of the game. So,
Nice.
or no, it was not a pick 6. It was hook and ladder. That's what it was. It was a hook and ladder to win the game. As time expired. So Jalen Morton, 264. It's a pretty big passing yard game. I believe both quarterbacks had over 200 yards passing in that game. So pretty
Pretty good.
pretty good passing game. So Albany still top of the board, 32 to 8. 32.8 SRS. So big SRS gap between them and number 2, and a massive gap between them and the worst team in the league. So Salina versus Billings.
Selena versus Billings. Give me Selena here.
You go Selena. I'll go Selena too. You know, I like Rakeem Cato. I remember when he was Montreal quarterback. I'm going Albany. Corpus Christi had to blow it. Could have been a battle of undefeateds, but those fuckers lost.
Give me Corpus Christi. I think they bounce back.
I don't think they bounced back against the best team in the league.
Fair. We'll see how it goes, though.
Yeah.
I think they can beat them.
I think it's gonna be at least a 20-point win. Washington, Oregon.
I'm gonna go Oregon here. I'm gonna take home team.
Yeah, they both kind of suck. Nashville versus Southwest Kansas. Nashville's a lot better now. I'm gonna go Nashville.
Yeah, give me Nashville.
I like my Tyler Kolka because he's ex-league representing. So, you know. Who are our stats leaders? Jalen Morton with over 1,000 yards. Dalton Colas has over 1,000 yards. But Castronova has the most passing touchdowns. Jim Morton has the most rushing yards and the most rushing touchdowns, so good for him. Demarius Washington with the most receiving yards. And there's your, I believe, incomplete defensive stats. All right, nice. On to Australian football.
I'm taking a nice high-scoring game this week. Adelaide against the Giants. Adelaide Crows against the Giants. So it was 52-34, combined 86 total points. Very, very fun game to watch, obviously. So to show how close the game was, Adelaide took a lead at 1 minute and 12 seconds, and then kind of held it the rest of the game. It wasn't really that close. Going into the team stats a little bit. Similar disposals. Disposal efficiency is very similar. A little bit under for the Crows average by about 5% for the season. Both teams a little bit under in terms of their inside 50 efficiency. I would guess, all things considered, seeing how low scoring it was.
Yeah.
47 hitouts to 18. Just a lot more stoppages by the Crows. In terms of possession, anything notable here? Similar turnover numbers. A lot more than their averages, so it makes sense with the low scoring game. Scoring, so 7 goals to 4, and then both had 10 behinds. So time in front, almost 2 hours, almost the entire time. And then, I don't think there's really too much else notable. And not a lot of interchanges. Yep, very straightforward game.
Yep. All right. In Aussie land, for me, I had my Collingwood Magpies get a big win over the Brisbane Lions, which was an upset. So, shout out to my Magpies. Pretty equal disposal numbers. but it looks like Brisbane favored the kick disposals as opposed to Magpies, which favored the handball disposals. Pretty decent discrepancy inside the 50 as well, so more ball movement inside the 50 by the Magpies. Honestly, very good efficiency number by both teams, too. So, pretty clean game by both teams there. Stoppages leaned Magpies. Possessions are about this is basically the same across the board. Slightly edged at the end last fourth quarter by the Pies. But yeah, a pretty even game for a lot of this. It just came down to I guess more kicks on goal.
Yep.
And they were able to take the lead and stay ahead. Not match for I want summary. It's just so we can see the match timeline. So yeah, it was a close game for the first half, and then the Pies bowled away. So shout out to them. Scores around the league was Carlton beating North Melbourne 153-71. Eston eking by West Coast 77-75. Melbourne beating Fremantle 107-97. Richmond was the biggest upset of the week over Gold Coast 80-69. Nice. For Adelaide beating Sydney 85-77. The downfall of the Swans after the mid-season last year needs to be studied for how catastrophic it's been.
I think that's one way to put it, yeah.
Yep. Western beating St Kilda ripped me for believing in the Saints. 127-56, and the Geelong beating the Hawks 86-79. Pies lead the top 8, Fremantle sitting out just outside the top 8. So, Melbourne, Richmond. I gotta go Richmond because I won't pick for the Demons.
Give me the Demons. Then give me the Magpies on the next one.
Onward.
I think that one's
Adelaide.
What's next?
Adelaide Dockers.
That
should be
Adelaide Dockers, you said?
Yeah.
Give me Adelaide.
Brisbane, St Kilda. I'm going to Brisbane.
Yeah, give me Brisbane.
North Melbourne versus Port Adelaide. I'm going to go Port Adelaide.
Yeah, give me Port Adelaide.
Western versus GWS. I'm going to go GWS.
Yeah, give me Giants. I think they have a better week this week in terms of scoring.
Gold Coast versus Sydney.
Give me Gold Coast. Yeah.
Geelong, Carlton. I'm going Kitty Cats, meow.
Yeah, give me Cats.
West Coast, Hawthorn. West Coast sucks, so Hawthorn.
Yeah, give me Hawks.
Alrighty. So how are the stat leaders doing across the board here? Lachie Whitfield with your fantasy points per game. Ben King and Josh Treacy are your goals leaders. Tom Green is your disposal leader. Harris Andrews, marks leader. Tom Atkins, tackles leader. So, alrighty, on to the IFL.
Sweet.
Did you have a game, right? Yeah, you do have Bay Area, right?
Sorry. All right, so the Panthers played the Fishers Freight. Panthers won 57-41. My team was the Fishers Freight. I didn't have any teams win this week, so a little upsetting there. But I'd say this was probably the best of the games. So early on, Fishers played the game pretty close, all things considered. But we're never quite able to kind of hold anything up to catch back up to the Panthers, especially in the second half when both teams chilled out a little bit with scoring. So going to the team stats here, I prefer individual actually for this. It's a little bit easier to read.
Yeah.
So for the Panthers, Josh Jones, 14 for 18 for 122 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's pretty good. Then Keegan Shoemaker, 4 for 14, 67 yards, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions. Absolutely brutal performance.
But he had good running numbers.
Yeah, good running numbers. So for Shoemaker's rushing numbers, 16 for 93, 8 yards lost, net. Wait, 8 lost.
They
net.
don't count
Oh,
the net,
okay.
right?
Yeah, they don't count the net. So net would actually be what, 85?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 touchdowns. So yeah, made up for his abysmal passing on his rushing. For the Panthers, best rusher, probably Joshua Thomas. 8 for 40. Loss of 1 net, probably 39, maybe 40, depending on how much they consider that 1. 1 touchdown. Josh Jones also had 2 rushing touchdowns. So good rushing game on the ground for both teams, I would say, for the most part. Panthers definitely did a lot better in the air, but I would say Fishers did a little bit better on the ground, all things considered, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, too many turnovers.
Yeah, way too many turnovers in the air. Anything else? So Panthers had 4 field goals, or 3 field goals. Sorry, I can't count.
One of the
One in the
48
first.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, 48 yarders, really good. Probably to seal the game for sure. Yeah, altogether a good matchup for this game.
Alrighty. For my game, I had the Tucson Sugar Skulls beating the Northern Arizona Wranglers by a score of 44-24. Shout out to the league not having their own logos. Tucson's quarterback, Jorge Reyna, 10 of 16, 109, touchdown, no picks. To CJ Fowler, who was 10 of 20, 121, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. So pretty even passing between the teams. Edge in rushing to Tucson, Devontae Sapp-Lynch, Marshawn's little brother, 35 yards and a touchdown. Jorge Renea with 3 rushing touchdowns of his own. So 4 total scores coming from the quarterback there. CJ Fowler had a rushing touchdown of his own as well.
Nice.
Devontae Sapp also with 3 catches for 41 yards and a tutty. So both kickers missed and made a field goal, and 1 field goal was also blocked. Wow, there's a guy with the last name Fisher, and he's not on Fisher. What is Fig doing?
Traitor.
Yeah. So that other scores around the league were Massachusetts beating Jacksonville 42-35. I forgot to put how many yards Thomas Owens had. Oops. My bad. Bay Area, so we did that one. And then Tulsa beating San Antonio 45-31. It was a good showing by Tulsa, especially considering they lost one of their best wide receivers to the UFL over the week. So, because Faithion McClurg signed with the Michigan Panthers.
Yeah, brutal.
Yep. If only those UFL teams would sign the quarterbacks from these leagues, so maybe their quarterback play would improve.
Yeah, maybe. Just try. I feel like it might be the quarterback contract thing with the UFL that might be making it more difficult.
Yeah, because they're getting paid more.
Yeah. Creates more issues.
Yeah, San Antonio versus Vegas. I'm gonna go San Antonio.
Give me Vegas. Totally unbiased there.
Your Golden Nighthawks.
Yep.
Go Quad City. Jacksonville Quad City. That should be a game though.
Give me. Give me Quad City here.
Fisher's Freight versus Iowa. I'm gonna go Fisher's Freight.
Give me. Yeah, give me Fishers. Yeah.
Arizona versus Northern Arizona. I'm going Rattlers all the way, twice on Sunday.
Yeah, give me Rattlers. I think they're slightly better than
Then the worst team in the league.
Yeah.
Green Bay,
Hey,
Massachusetts.
I think the Wranglers aren't really that bad, but we'll see about that.
Despite their 0-3 and with an RS of negative 21.1.
Hey,
Negative
I don't think they're that
27.15.
bad. We're all entitled to our really bad opinions.
Yep.
Uh,
Why don't you pick them, Kyle?
I did previously, and yeah.
You picked them because Vegas picked them. And Vegas was wrong. Jackson was right.
Your point?
Green Bay, Massachusetts. Yar. Will the
Green Bay.
pirate ship get stuck or will the pirate ship sail through the ice? Tucson, San Diego. I'm with San Diego.
What was the option here?
Tucson, San Diego. In San
Give me
Diego.
San Diego. Yeah, give me San Diego on
Leave
that
it in
one.
Nate Davis. All right. On to the UFL. Final game of the week.
Sorry. All right, so I took the Michigan Panthers taking on the Memphis Showboats. Panthers won 27-9. This was a close game for the first half. Both teams didn't really do anything in the third, and then Michigan ran away with it in the fourth to decide the game outright. So let's go to the summary. So offense: Memphis Showboats, EJ Perry, 8 for 16, 74 yards, 1 interception. Troy Williams, 4 for 8, 13 yards. Both just not being able to do much for the Memphis Showboats passing. Michigan Panthers, we have Bryce Perkins, 15 for 22, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Very, very good performance from him. Moving on to rushing, let's start with Michigan. Probably best performance would probably be Nate McCray, 11 for 60, 1 touchdown. Toatawa, is that how you say it? Toatawa?
I don't know. Probably.
10 for 53 for 1 touchdown. Then for Memphis, EJ Perry, 9 for 30. And then Deneric Prince, 7 for 24 with 1 touchdown. Let's go to special teams. Kicking, Matt Coughlin, 1 for 1 for 52, so that's pretty good. And then some decent kick returns here. Pretty consistent here. 3 for 69 yards, averaging 23 with a long of 26. I'd say pretty good all around, given what it is. Punting.
3 inside the 20
44.
for Seth, though. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's really good.
Especially with their stupid punting rule.
Especially with the yeah. And then punt returns, averaging 19. That's really good. Isaiah Henney, 4 for 77, averaging almost 20 per return, but a long of 40 or a long of 54. Sorry, I'm just gonna say it backwards there. So very good return there. No touchdowns though.
Yep. All right. For my game, I did Birmingham beating Houston 23-16 because they got jump scared by injuring Houston starter and then their third string quarterback actually being pretty decent. So Jalen McClendon came in off the bench, 22 of 31, 236, touchdown and interception. Matt Corral, I still hate him. He's not very good. 14 to 25, 195, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. My boy Case Cookis came in 1 for 2, 36 yards, higher quarterback rating. Let's go. no rushing offense really out of Houston. Matt Corral had a couple good runs. CJ Marable also with some good running. So, good running out of Birmingham. Bad running out of Houston. Deion Kane with 69 yards to lead the way for everybody. With the touchdown as well. And Devian Davis also had a one. Who was the kicking in this one? 3 for 3 for Harrison Mavis. 1 for 2 for Chris Blewett. So you could say he blew it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. It's only been made a billion times, especially when he was in the NFL.
Yeah. I like a repetition on those jokes.
Yep.
You know, it's part of the fun.
Yep. Birmingham leading the USFL. DC tied with Arlington. I guess Arlington has a better SRS, so we'll say Arlington for the XFL. Other scores around the league: San Antonio upset DC 24-18. Surprise, surprise, Destroying gets hurt and is no longer playing, and then San Antonio can win a football game. Conspiracy, perhaps. And then there was this other game that I'm sure Kyle doesn't want me to mention, so.
Yeah, not really.
But if Nate was here, we would mention that Arlington beat St. Louis 30-15. Memphis, Birmingham. Memphis is going to have a new starting quarterback because they're benching EJ Perry, but I'm still going Birmingham.
Give me. Give me Stallions.
Michigan, St. Louis.
Give me St. Louis.
I'm going Michigan.
Crust.
DC versus Arlington. I'm going to go Arlington.
Give me Arlington. They looked good.
Houston versus San Antonio. I'm going Houston.
Give me Houston.
You're going to go Houston, really?
I think so.
Okay. I only go Houston because they're playing XFL.
Well, Brahmas aren't really.
Well, they just beat DC.
I know, but I don't. Scroll back up. Just let me get one more look.
I guess they're close in SRS.
It's close.
I guess the
I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gamblers on this one. I just think it's a better pick.
Oakley dokley. And that is the last of those games. The stats leaders go as Jacob Sailors is leading rushing. Jordan Tamu is leading passing. Jonathan Adams is leading receiving on the 0-14, probably because they get a lot of garbage time. Matt Crane leading in kicking. But Blankenship is perfect on the season, so if you want to give him
Nice.
So is Harrison Mavis as well, also perfect on the season. So shout out to those two. Blankenship should probably be back in the NFL, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I mean, he's playing well enough. You'd think they would he'd get another opportunity. Because he looks like he's finally healthy. Frank Gindra, your tackle leader. Yeah, and those are just team scores. Who's sack leaders? Bradley Ane is your sack leader with 4. Ajay Harris is your interceptions leader with 2. Okay. On to the final thing, losing money with Jackson. It locked me out, so 1 second while I log back in. Checking my location. My bets. You can't copy my bet because the game has gone going, but I picked the Seattle Seawolves minus 6.5 over Anthem. So, speaking of which, we should see if this is spectacularly blown up in my face yet or not. They have the ongoing. No, they're not telling me the score. Thanks, guys. Really great website you have going. All right. Any closing statements from you on your
Nope, nothing
end?
from me.
All right. Nothing on me. Hopefully, Nate will be back next week after
Hopefully.
his move. So,
Yep.
talk to everybody next
Hopefully.